Good morning, Mary. It is great to see you looking so well.
Thank you, Steve. I feel fine now after we sorted that whole rake problem. I didn't realize it was going to be an adjustable mechanism.
Yes, it seems there have been advances in theater design, allowing greater flexibility.
So anyway, Steve, I see that our new writers want us to tackle leverage, hypothecation, rehypothecation, and maybe even hyperhypothecation in our forthcoming plays.
They are pushing the boat out. I hope we don't clash with the management over this because they can be rather inflexible. Anyway, let's get stuck in.
Okay, Steve. I hear that leverage is neither a period in time or a mechanical lifting device but an imaginary concept, or a lie, if you will.
That is my understanding too. It is a lie about how much money you have got. For instance, if I actually have £5 but I lie and say I have got 10 instead. This action is considered to be a method to increase my purchasing power.
So then I can go to a shop and say to the shop assistant I wish to purchase the £10 item and give the assistant a £5 note saying here is £10 and they will hand it over.
If only. Hey, no, in practice no money changes hands in the bank practice of leverage. It all occurs in the world of paper. You are made to believe that the money exists, and so you pay a regular amount to the liar for making you believe that the money exists. The liar then in effect arranges a hire purchase deal with the shop assistant and they hand over the item, which the liar then hands to you.
Wow, so is the cost of the hire purchase the amount that the liar is receiving from me?
Not so, it can in fact be less. So that, then the liar can invest the extra to make money for themselves.
This liar sounds like the infamous middleman to me.
They are a master of disguise. They are too getting in between all kinds of transactions and taking a cut.
But doesn't anybody see them doing this?
Mostly they are not able to see because they have so much work to do, they cannot lift their heads up.
Ah, so it is the time spent working that makes them blind to the tricks of the middleman.
And oftentimes their sight is compromised from their work and they can only see a vague outline of the middleman. And so then, our next act will consider hypothecation.
I think we are probably not talking about a medical preparation to cure an illness, are we?
There are no apothecary involved at all. In is again the middleman up to tricks.
I assume then that hypothecation has something to do with money.
It doesn't.
Are we entering the realm of quantum mechanics then?
No, it is not that grand. There is some virtual jiggery going on. The strict description is to pledge personal property as security for a debt without transferring possession or title.
The property is sold then if the debtor defaults, I assume.
And that is the virtual element. It never gets that far because we are in the land of the middleman juggler. The property only serves to give the other party confidence.
I have no confidence in this middleman. It is just a sequence of shady operations he's involved in.
Yes, so long as the other party in this deal does believe him, the middleman gets more money to play with.
And still if the debtor defaults, the whole thing will fall to bits anyway.
It sometimes does, only our middleman has already sold that agreement on to someone else. That is one form of rehypothecation, making more money for himself out of other people's assets.
Leaving a trail of devastation in his wake. Can't anyone put this shyster in jail, or do they have lawyers like our management has?
That should occur. He runs around juggling and breaking all kinds of dreams and aspirations, whilst he lives the high life. So, a sad and desperate tale this plays then.